So yeah, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today I got you guys a video going over the best camos here in Call of Duty. So let's start the video right off the bat with MW2, and we got the red tiger camo. So this camo is definitely very clean. It's such a simple design, but it goes hard alongside with the good old blue tiger camo as well. These are definitely some very iconic camos here in COD. Obviously these have been remade quite a bit here in Call of Duty, and not gonna lie, I think the MW 2019 version is a lot better, even the new MW2 version, but still you gotta really respect the OG MW2 version from 2009 over here. And I feel like these are way better compared to the ones in COD 4. That's why I'm starting the video off with the original MW2, because COD 4 didn't have that many cool camos, let's be honest here. But next up, we got Black Ops 1, of course, with the OG gold camo. This camo is just shiny, it's amazing, it's just nice to look at, it's beautiful. The only downside with this is the fact that it does cost 50,000 COD points, not with the actual COD points that we use to buy like those bundles. No, like back during 2010, Black Ops 1 had the in-game currency called COD points, which you can purchase camos, guns, attachments. Yeah, it's different, because bruh, imagine 50,000 COD points with real money to buy this gold camo. I don't know if it'll be worth it. I mean, the camo is good, but I don't think it's worth 50,000 COD points out of your real money. But yeah, obviously this is considered the best gold camo in COD. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys agree with that statement, or do you think there's better gold camos? So next up in Modern Warfare 3, this is the blue camo, and it's just simply called blue. It's not called blue tiger, but I mean, would you guys consider this to be a blue tiger? I mean, I guess I would. I mean, regardless of that, it is a very cool looking camo. Just the color blue definitely does stand out and just about like everything, you know what I mean? So this camo is definitely pretty nice and clean. And let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think are the best camos ever in COD? I want you guys to make an entire list down below in the comment section, because obviously there's gonna be a lot of camos missing from this video that you'll probably be wondering, where's this camo, where's that camo? But it's just gonna be my entire list and just my opinions of the best camos in every single Call of Duty. So obviously there are going to be some that I probably will forget about or just not include, but obviously we do have the red camo here. It's like a red digital camo. It's not even it's not a red tiger camo technically, but it still is very freaking cool and nice to look at here in MW3. And then of course we got the gold camo in this game. So this one's very hit or miss. People either like this or they just hate it and think it's ugly and it looks like a block of cheese. But it varies on the gun, honestly. And on PC it does look incredible. On PC it looks obviously way better compared to the one on console. But I don't know, man, I feel like this is definitely just a cool OG classic camo that it's one of those camos that is just so easy to get, because all you gotta do is just level up your gun and then you simply get it. So moving on to Black Ops 2, this was the very first Call of Duty to actually include DLC camos and just add DLC packs to the game aside from maps, you know what I mean? But of course this is the Afterlife camo, and it's insanely dope, you know, especially on these nighttime maps where there's barely any sunlight. The camos like this do in fact glow, and they stand out a lot more, making it look just more impressive, you know? And I just can't believe how good this game looks still, even in 2023. I know this is on PC, but still, this is a game from 2012, literally 10 years ago, and it still looks pretty damn nice, you know? But of course, next up we got the good old dragon camo, and this one is just so beautiful. The whole entire idea of this is so sick. I love how you have the lava flowing underneath the scales of the entire camo. That's my favorite part. It's just the fact that it looks like there is an actual dragon, or you have actual dragon skin all over your gun with that lava, and then the scales too. It's just incredibly detailed. It's just all these camos on Black Ops 2 with PC look just so fresh, you know. Of course, next up we got the weaponized 1.5, hands down a classic, instant hood classic right here. You cannot have a best camos in COD list without the weaponized 1.5. This is definitely one of the most popular camos in Call of Duty as a whole. They did bring this back in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, but sadly it just did not hit the same at all, as we all know. But next up we got the cyborg camo. They did bring this back in Black Ops 3, but it just wasn't as good, you know, as the original here. So yeah, it's a very simple, straightforward camo. The black and orange go very well together, and of course it does glow on some of those nighttime maps. And then next up we have a very underrated camo, I feel like, the COD Ghost bonus camo. So obviously you only got this back in the day if you pre-ordered Call of Duty Ghost. This was like a pre-order bonus for the game. You got the COD Ghost camo in Black Ops 2, which was pretty sick, you know. And I feel like this camo needs to be talked about more because it just looks so cool, man. Seeing like the actual ghosts and just the black and blue design, it's just so freaking sleek and fresh, for real. The next up we got the cherry blossom camo. Again, it's a very simple camo, but it definitely hits different. The red, the pink, the white, and you also see the actual cherry blossom trees on the gun, on the camo itself. Yeah, it's definitely a very freaking amazing for sure. It's underrated. They did bring this back actually in Black Ops 4 and I think Black Ops Cold War too, and they were not too bad in those games. They definitely were not bad at all, but I feel like the original definitely takes the cake in my opinion. And then finally, of course, the diamond camo. Yeah, of course, I'm not gonna forget this classic diamond, the very first diamond camo in Call of Duty. Of course, on PC, it just looks absolutely breathtaking. Even 10 years later, you know, and just going back to like say PS3 or Xbox 360 to look at this camo, it's not the greatest looking, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still nice for what it is. On PC, obviously it's 100 times way better and cleaner. But that's gonna be it for Black Ops 2's camos. So starting off with Call of Duty Ghosts, we do got the weed camo, and the reason why I'm including this is because why not? You know what I mean? This camo is just hilarious to look at. Just seeing all those leaves on the gun is just so funny, man. Because I swear, Infinity Ward always implements weed, some type of form of weed in their game, from calling cards to operators to just emblems, even back in the original MW2 and MW3 back then. And then obviously with COD Ghost they have this too, and then in the newer CODs, yeah, they have those weed operator skins. So it's just crazy. This was the very first camo, the very first weed camo in COD. So yeah, the next one is gonna be the Nebula camo. It's kind of similar to Orion from I was gonna say Infinite Warfare, no, but from MW2, the new MW2. But I feel like this, I don't know, man. Do you guys think this is way better than Orion? Because this one does not move, it just stays still. But I feel like it's beautiful. I just wish Orion looked exactly like this, but it was like, you know, animated. It would have definitely looked a lot better. But you cannot go wrong with anything space themed in just about any COD, especially if it's a space themed camo. But the next camo is going to be the Space Cats camo. Again, another space themed freaking camo, and this one's so cool, man. You know what, I'm gonna go on a limb and say it, if this was a mastery camo in COD that was animated and having the cats like blink and like just spin around in space with its little shooting stars, bruh, I would not be mad. I would not be mad at all if this was an actual mastery camo in COD. This is it's just such a funny idea for a camo. It's so wacky for a camo, but it works. It's pretty cool looking. It's definitely pretty sick. So yeah, and then next up we do have the Spectrum camo. This was a very, I think it still is, an incredibly rare camo here in COD Ghost. Obviously nowadays we've gotten the Spectrum camo a handful of times after COD Ghost, but just the original one, man, man, you cannot go wrong with the OG Spectrum. It is just beautiful over here on COD Ghost. Whether if it's on PC or if it's on console, it's definitely a rare camo, and you cannot forget about this. So moving on to Advanced Warfare, we do have the Black Ops 3 pre-order bonus camo. So yeah, this is a very solid and underrated looking camo, I feel like. But then again, Advanced Warfare didn't have the greatest looking camos, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I feel like this one is very underrated. That's why I'm including it. I just like the fact of that it's a cool pre-order bonus themed item, you know what I mean? Having the entire Black Ops 3 Roman numerals all over the gun. I really like the idea of this camo, and it just meshes well with the game, and especially with the colors of this camo too. It's just a nice like blacked out, black slash like gray themed camo. You know, any type of black camo in COD is very cool because it makes your gun look very cool. So that's gonna be it for Advanced Warfare. Now let's go to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 has some of the best camos out of any Call of Duty, 100%. And I gotta say, these dragon camos are very impressive looking, and they're just so cool just to look at on your weapon. And depending on the gun, it actually does cover the entirety of the gun. Well, almost, just the majority of it, you know. But these are the Pack-a-Punch camos from Garad Crovey. I do wish they had the blue version of this, but I think you can only get that blue dragon camo through like a glitched class or through like mods or something. And same with a lot of the other Pack-a-Punch camos from Zombies, like with Revelations. Yeah, you kind of have to like glitch the game or do some type of thing to get them. I don't know how exactly people get them, but I've seen people use them, you know what I mean? Like for example, with this Into the Void camo, there's more versions of this camo with like different colors, but this is the only one that's in the game. So yeah, the dragon camos, all of them pretty much are amazing. And then of course the Into the Void, people argue to say that this is way better than Dark Matter or just as good as Dark Matter, or they'd be like, why the hell did they add this when they have Dark Matter? Like what's the point of grinding the Dark Matter camo when this camo looks kind of exactly like it? I still feel like Dark Matter is still a great camo and it's still worth the grind. They're definitely completely different camos, but you gotta admit that this Into the Void camo was just freaking insanely cool. But of course, you cannot forget about the OG Dark Matter. This camo was a huge deal back in the day. You had people grinding on other people's accounts just to get this camo, or they just would have you pay them a certain amount of money just to grind this freaking camo. Not even in Black Ops 3, but in Black Ops 4 and Black Ops Cold War. Yeah, it was crazy. So this camo definitely left an impact with the entire COD franchise, because after Black Ops 3, pretty much every COD after this had a type of Dark Matter slash final camo. But then finally we do have the Cherry Fizz camo here in this game as well. People definitely love this one a lot. I feel like the reason why people love this is because it's just so vibrant and bright. It's just that entire pink fizzy type of deal with a camo. I think this camo came out years after Black Ops 3's life cycle. I think in 2017 or something like that. I don't remember, but I definitely do remember it came out like years after this game's life cycle. So that's gonna be it for Black Ops 3. With Infinite Warfare, this is called the Nostalgia camo, and this is a camo that changes camos every single kill, as you're clearly seeing. Yeah, this is a very unique camo here in this game. This was the first time that Call of Duty ever brought something like this, but obviously Black Ops 4 definitely expanded upon this years later. But this was the first time we ever saw some type of like animated type of camo where it changes in game in real time. And the best part about this is the fact that it changes to the OG Infinity Ward camos, from Blue Tiger to Red Tiger to the Autumn camo to the digital camos back in the day. Yeah, that's why it's called Nostalgia. But then next up we do have the Spectrum camo here in this game. It's definitely a very cool looking camo, but comparing it to the COD Ghost one, I don't know, I feel like this one definitely stands out a bit more for sure, because this has a type of, how do I describe it? I don't know if the right word is metallic, but it has some type of like shine to it in different lighting conditions, you know, compared to the original one back there in COD Ghosts. But yeah, these two camos are from supply drops, unfortunately. But of course, you cannot forget the incredible black sky camo here in Infinite Warfare. But I don't know, I feel like the only thing with this, the only downside with this camo is that it only looks good in certain lighting conditions. Like, you really have to be at a certain angle, has to be a certain map in order for this camo to get the full, like, wow, like the full just impressiveness, you know. But I feel like it's still one of the best camos in COD, no doubt about that. You know, back in the day, I used to say this was the best camo ever, but I feel like it's definitely one of the best, not the best anymore. It's still up there, but the grind was just so frustrating with this thing. It was so annoying to go for this, but it was for sure worth it. Moving forward to Modern Warfare Remastered, we do have the Exclusion Zone camo. Again, this is the final mastery camo here for Modern Warfare Remastered, and I just like how it's kind of like a Modern Warfare themed camo with that green glow under the camo, and it has that it has like that nuclear fallout type of vibe with it. It's very underrated in my opinion, but people think that it's lackluster for a final camo, but I think it fits perfectly. It definitely fits the entire theme with MWR and just the Modern Warfare series, you know. So yeah, I wouldn't mind if this comes back. I think it kind of did come back as like a blueprint or a bundle in MW2, but not really. I don't know, man. They be making some like weird looking versions of other mastery camos nowadays that you can buy, but whatever. Next up with Call of Duty World War II. Some people may forget about these camos, but these are master prestige camos right here. So this is the Blood Tiger camo. It's basically kind of like Red Tiger, but it's just called Blood Tiger, and it's animated. So it's like an animated Red Tiger camo. Bruh, this camo is so freaking sick. And there's even a blue version of this camo too. It's called Icy Veins. You get this through the Master Prestige levels. So yeah, you basically have an animated Red Tiger and an animated Blue Tiger camo here in Call of Duty World War II. People definitely forget about these, but they're such sleek looking camos. And of course, you cannot forget about the Royalty Tiger camo that you get at level 1000. Yeah, this is like gold and purple tiger. Dude, yeah, I don't need to explain how good this camo looks. It's underrated for sure, and again, people just forget that this exists because people forget that COD World War II exists as a whole. So yeah, man, the entire like animated tiger camos here in this game definitely are just top notch. They're for sure incredible looking, and I wish that we can get some camos like these nowadays in Call of Duty. So Treyarch back at it again with some outstanding camos here, and the Afterlife camo from Black Ops 2. But this time it's actually a reactive camo. It changes colors every single kill. Black Ops 4 arguably has the best camos out of any COD, specifically for this exact reason of this game having reactive camos. So yeah, I think that this feature needs to come back. I don't know or remember if there are camos like this with like blueprints and bundles that you can buy that change every few kills, because I haven't recently bought any bundles, you know, because I don't like the new COD at all. But regardless, this camo is it's just very awesome to look at. It changes colors every few kills, obviously, but sometimes I wish I could just select the stage that the camo is at instead of it always switching different camos every kill. But yeah, regardless of that, next up we do have the Nebula camo. Again, this is a reactive camo, but this time it changes camos every single 3 kills instead of just every single kill like the Afterlife camo. But I feel like this one is definitely just top tier here in Black Ops 4, and arguably is better than Dark Matter. I personally think this camo is way better than dark matter, man. There's no question about that. Especially this stage right here, it looks exactly like dark matter from Black Ops 3, but just a lot better and a lot cleaner. Even this stage right here, the final stage, bro, like, it just looks so freaking impressive, especially on these nighttime maps. Yeah, this camo is just such a badass looking one, and I think it's better than dark matter. Like, unfortunately, I don't know, I don't like dark matter as much in Black Ops 4. I think it's a cool camo, but I don't think it's one of the best camos in COD. That's why I'm not including it in this video. So next up, we do have the Spinal Trap camo. This changes every single kill. I just like the theme of this camo because it glows so damn much when it turns specific colors. So yeah, it's a very underrated camo in my opinion. I honestly forgot how you get this camo. It's been a damn while for sure. But regardless of how you do get it, yeah, man, just the entire colors of this camo are just so freaking just awesome to look at. You know, any type of camo that glows very much for you, it's just so cool. The pink, the yellow, the type of green that you have right here, you cannot go wrong with this beautiful camo in Black Ops 4. And same with the rainbow diamond camo. So yeah, this camo, in my opinion, is definitely a top 3 camo ever in Call of Duty. Top 3 best camos ever, 100%. And in my opinion, the best diamond camo that we've ever gotten, specifically because of the different visual stages that this one does have, changing from red to blue to orange to rainbow diamond, obviously. So yeah, we have never seen a camo like this ever in COD, and I wish they could bring this back in the next Treyarch game. Maybe they will. I kind of doubt it, but please, Treyarch, bring this camo back. So moving on to Modern Warfare 2019, we do got the red and blue tiger camo. So yeah, of course they're returning from the original Modern Warfare 2, and I say they're a lot better. There's no question about that. With these updated red and blue tiger camos, I definitely like the red tiger a lot more because I feel like red just stands out a lot more than blue, but blue is pretty cool nonetheless. And speaking about blue, we do got the Damascus camo here in MW 2019. So Damascus is pretty underrated, I feel like. You know, when the game first came out, I thought Damascus was very disappointing to get because you grind so much, especially in this game, man, with how frustrating the challenges are. It was very underwhelming at first, but the more time went on, the more I appreciated the Damascus camo here in this game. The colors mesh very well together. It's just a very simple but just fantastic looking camo here, along with the gold camo. Same idea. Like when the gold camo first came out, I thought it was pretty, I don't know, my opinions were mixed, alright? I didn't like it as much, I didn't stand out as much, but again, as time went on, I feel like this is a very just sharp looking camo. The topographic design, the black, the gold, it just all does mix together very well, just like with the Damascus camo. So yeah, I'm glad they definitely did change up the gold camo here in MW 2019 and took a risk instead of it looking the same every single damn year. So moving on to Black Ops Cold War, we do got the Dark Ether camo. This is the Zombies Mastery camo. It's pretty much the exact same thing as the original Dark Matter from Black Ops 3, but it has a matte black finish to it as well. So it's basically just an updated, graphically better looking dark matter with that matte black finish. So it's definitely 100% way better than the original dark matter camo, no question about that. And then of course we do got the diamond camo here in Cold War 2. Again, this is the Black Ops 2 diamond, but updated pretty much. It's just BO2 diamond, but in 4K, and it's just shinier. It looks a lot better. But people still think that the original Black Ops 2 diamond looks better than this one, even though this is like recently, it's like a new diamond camo. even though the one from 10, 11 years ago looks better. No, I personally think this is 100% miles better than the OG diamond camo from Black Ops 2. So moving on to MW2 finally, I just wanted to showcase this camo. I'm not going to include this in the list, but this is actually the same blue camo from MW3 that I showed off earlier. Even though it looks a lot different, it just looks different because it's just updated graphically with this game. You know what I mean? Because the graphics are a lot better and cleaner. But regardless of that, we do got the blue tiger as well with the red tiger. Once more again, you know, you just cannot go wrong with any blue or red tiger in just about any Call of Duty. And then we do got the gold camo. This is very reminiscent of the original Black Ops 1 gold. So dude, this is an incredible looking gold. They definitely, Infinity Ward definitely blew my mind with this one. I did not expect them to make a gold camo exactly like the Black Ops 1 version. So man, this is such a cool looking gold. I'm glad they definitely took the Black Ops 1 route. And then moving on, we do got the Spectrum camo. Once more again, it's coming back from like Call of Duty Ghosts, Infinite Warfare. It's pretty solid, man. I just like the idea of like any type of Spectrum camo. If it was animated, bruh, it would have been so damn sick. And then finally, we got the polyatomic as well with Orion. I'm not sure if I should include Orion. I'm just including it and just for the sake of having it because some people like it, but Orion is just kind of underwhelming, to be honest. You know, it could have looked a lot better. It could have like glowed. It could have had a shiny type of look, but it's just kind of underwhelming. But I still like the space theme of it. I love the space aspect of Orion. They did update it many times to make it move faster, but that wasn't the issue. The issue is like it doesn't feel like three-dimensional like the dark matter and the dark ether camo. It just doesn't have like a type of texture, if that makes sense, to the camo itself. But I still think it's pretty cool. It has like a nice topographic like space design, you know, with the purple and the red, the blue. I really rock with that aspect. But of course, polyatomic right here is everyone's, I feel like, go-to choice because it just looks a lot better and more vibrant. It definitely has that texture, that missing texture compared to the Orion, where it just feels like it pops out from the gun, like it's a 3D type of camo, you know? So yeah, these are going to be overall the best camos in Call of Duty, guys. Every single camo that I have here on this list, I feel like are very top-notch, very solid. Let me know in the comment section what camos did I miss here in this video, and make sure you guys do subscribe for more videos like this here, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.